All right, so let's look at the care that we'll be giving to these babies in no particular order of priority right now. Let's start with nutrition. I'm not going to be dwelling so much on nutrition because one of the audio files that you have has breastfeeding in its complete sense. So I'd like you to go listen to that audio, okay, on breastfeeding. But let's look at nutrition now. Nutrition here, just basics, right? So we're referring to breastfeeding and the newborn with milk, okay, directly from the human breast. That's the definition of breastfeeding, giving milk to a newborn directly from the breast. Now, are there benefits? The answer is yes. So what are the benefits to the newborn? It's the best nutrition for the baby. It contains all the nutrients in the right quantity, right temperature. You're not mixing anything. All the nutrients are in the exact proportion that they should be. Again, breastfeeding helps to improve the immunity of your baby because your breast milk has antibodies and antigens that help to protect the baby. Is that okay? So it creates some form of immunity until baby's immunization profile is complete. That's why baby is not fully protected by their own bodies. Okay, but for now, while you breastfeed your baby, you are creating temporary immunity for the child. Again, breastfeeding can help to improve the intelligence of a child. So you want to ask me how? I'll share. There's a naturally occurring substance that is found in breast milk that manufacturers of formula feeds have not been able to produce. This particular substance has the capacity to improve the development of brain cells. So it is said that this substance helps to increase or improve intelligence. Well, having said that, it's important that you note that it doesn't mean that the breastfed baby is more intelligent than the formula-fed baby. Try to remember that there are several other factors that are responsible for the IQ of an individual. Do you understand that? Okay, so, but breast milk improves the intelligence of a child because it has the capacity to help develop brain cells. Again, babies that are breastfed are less susceptible to allergic reactions, so they don't just react to anything because content of what they take from breast milk is content of what they would finally meet in life, so they don't easily become allergic to anything. Is that okay? Breast milk also establishes bonding between the mother and baby. For the mother, it reduces chances of breast cancer. This is said because the breast tissues are busy breastfeeding, so there's no idle time for them to develop into abnormal cells, which is what cancer is. And then breastfeeding also helps to make your uterus contract. So your uterus becomes smaller and smaller and smaller until it gets back to its normal state. And so you don't look as pregnant as you looked immediately after delivery, something like that. And then breast milk is cheap. Say yes. Okay, so not necessarily cheap because you'll have to eat good food. Yes, you'll have to eat well, adequate diets and all of that. So it's not necessarily cheap, but the point is that it's available. It's very available and it's hygienic. Okay, and it's also a means of family planning. All right, that part is a conversation for another day, but I can share with you 3 major conditions. I've shared this in one of our audio files too, I think, when we're discussing breastfeeding too. It's a means of family planning. How? 3 major conditions must be met. 1, that you are breastfeeding your baby on demand. 2, that your baby is less than 6 months old. 3, that your menses has not returned. These 3 factors can make the breastfeeding process become a means of family planning method. However, having said that, it doesn't necessarily mean that this cuts across board for every mother. It's not the same. Is that okay? All right, so let's move away from the nutrition part of these babies now.